Hello, welcome to a 20-minute yoga stretch for deep sleep. If your hair's up in a ponytail or a bun, or if you have long hair, maybe let it down here if that's comfortable for you, signaling to your body that it's time to slow down and relax. Maybe massage into your scalp a little bit just to get into your body and begin to feel into how you're feeling. We're going to start the practice by just settling into our body by taking some deep belly breaths, bringing the hands open and comfortable into our lap, and directing the breath low and wide into our belly. Keeping a tall spine here, feeling supported by the earth and the mat beneath you, letting the spine be long. And as we begin to slow down the breath, we'll tap into where we feel any tension, maybe relaxing the shoulders and the chest, letting the knees relax. Perhaps you bring your hands to your lower belly to feel the expansion and the sinking of your exhale and your inhale. Letting your breaths be slow and deep and soft. Remaining here just a little bit longer. We'll set an intention here for our practice to slow down and to release the day and prepare for bed. You can take that one or leave it and keep reminding yourself of it throughout the practice if that feels comfortable for you. Gently blinking the eyes open if you haven't already. Going to roll onto our hands and knees, coming towards the back of the mat. Having your knees as wide or as close together. It's yogi's choice where you want your knees to be here. My voice isn't a strict set of rules, just take what resonates. Walking our hands forward, letting the forehead or the cheek come down towards the mat. Sinking the belly down towards the thighs, hips sinking down towards the heels, nice and heavy. Coming into our child's pose. Again, keeping the breath slow and deep, feeling the belly push into the thighs on the exhale. Maybe your torso lifts slightly. Just noticing where you feel the breath here. Letting some ease find you in this posture. Remaining steady. Maybe the eyes are closed. Gaze going inwards. There's the option here to bring both arms alongside you, coming into a more restorative version of child's pose. Just a minute here, closing the eyes and letting go. Letting the torso remain heavy, forehead soft, and breath gentle. Slowly bringing your hands underneath your shoulders, push yourself up into a tabletop position. Wrists coming under shoulders, knees underneath hips. We'll drop our belly for our cow pose, letting the tummy sink towards the mat. And we'll just spend a few breaths here, rocking back and forward, releasing through the wrist, keeping the belly sinking down towards the mat. And the next exhale, rounding the spine, bringing the chin to the chest, and again just gently rocking back and forward, taking a few rocks in each cat and cow. Inhale, dropping the belly, coming to cow. Gaze lifting, rocking back and forward. Maybe you want to rock side to side here, taking any movement that feels right in your body, getting a bit of a release. Or you can just do your regular cat-cows, whatever you're feeling called to do today. Perfect. Coming back to a neutral spine, we'll come all the way down to our bellies, letting the hips be heavy on the mat. Bringing our elbows underneath our shoulders, coming into a sphinx posture, letting the feet come a bit wider onto the mat. Let your feet be relaxed here as you draw your chin up towards the sky, opening out through the chest. Exhaling, bringing your chin towards the chest. We're just going to open out through the neck with a few neck rolls. Inhale, gaze up towards the ceiling. And exhaling, bringing the chin to chest. Keeping lifted through the chest in our Sphinx pose. Remaining steady on our forearms. And maybe you want to take these round, rolling out through the neck, letting the head drop back into the shoulder. Just releasing through the neck. Dropping the chest down now, bringing the hands out wide, wider than your mat. Inhaling, pushing up into more of a seal posture. And we're going to look over each shoulder. So inhale, bring your gaze over your right shoulder. Maybe the left shoulder dips slightly. And exhale, take that over to the other side, gazing over the left shoulder. Exhale, bringing the belly back down, letting the left arm come out long, keeping the right hand placed by your chest. We're going to lift the right leg up and over, coming into our broken wing posture. Letting the body parts that are resting on the mat remain heavy, creating an opening through your left shoulder and perhaps your right hip. Getting the breath down deep into the belly here. Maybe you want to direct the breath into the left shoulder, wherever you're feeling any tension or tightness. Letting the inhale create space and the exhale soften you. Gently rolling back over to your belly, coming to the other side, so letting the right arm come out long beside you. Left hand placed behind your chest. Lifting the left leg up and over. Coming into the broken wing on the other side. And again, letting any body parts remaining on the mat, just finding their ease, beginning to be soft again. And directing the breath either into the lower belly or into the right shoulder. And coming back on to our belly, bringing our hands underneath our shoulders, pushing ourselves back up through to tabletop. We're going to come into a seated position, letting the legs come out long in front of us. Bringing the left foot closer into the body and the right leg remaining long. There's the option here to let the left foot go to the other side of your right leg. Inhale the right arm to tuck around the left leg, coming into a seated twist. You can either use your arm as a bit of a lever here or hug that left knee into your chest. Using your left arm as a bit of a pillar of support to keep your spine long. Let your gaze come behind you. Notice how your breath differs in this posture to the one previous. Letting it draw down deep into the belly. Keeping the right toes engaged and pointing up towards the ceiling. And trying to keep the face soft where you can. Really breathing into the posture. Exhaling, letting the left leg come out long, releasing the twist, maybe shaking out the legs a little bit. Before taking that to the other side, so either tucking the right leg in towards your thigh or letting it twist over to the other side of your left leg. wrapping your left arm around your thigh or inhaling to use that elbow as a bit of a lever. Right hand behind you, twisting round towards your right, and maybe the gaze comes to the back of the mat, keeping the spine tall where possible, and just gently directing the breath nice and slow down into the lower belly. Inhale, coming back to center, letting the right leg come long again, tugging the left foot in towards the thigh. On an exhale, we're going to fold over that right leg. You can have any bend in the knee here that feels comfortable. And when you've folded forward, just let your head or your chin come down towards your knee. It doesn't have to be touching, just let your gaze follow down to the floor. Directing the breath into the back of the hamstring, letting each exhale soften you. Remaining steady here, not pushing yourself to be super flexible in any way. Just accepting where you are with compassion and ease. Inhale, lifting yourself back up. Letting your left hand place behind you, your right arm come up and over, just for a little bit of a side body stretch to counter the fold. Coming back to center, we're going to lift that left leg in, cradling. Either having one hand on the ankle, one hand on the knee, bringing the shin as close to the chest as is comfortable, and rocking side to side like we're rocking a baby, showing ourselves the care and compassion and nurturing that we need. Before just letting that leg come long, maybe shaking the legs out a little bit, we're going to take that to the other side. Starting by tucking the right foot into the left thigh. Exhaling, folding over that left leg, letting the chin draw down towards the knee. Taking any bend that feels comfortable, letting the belly sink down towards the thigh. There's no need for your nose to touch your knee here. Just finding any ease you can in the posture. Letting the spine round and the torso be heavy. Letting yourself release the day that you've had. Inhale, using your hands to walk you back up to a tall spine, bringing the right hand behind you, left arm up and over. Just countering that fold, letting the left body have a bit of a stretch. Exhale down through to center again. We'll take that rocking baby posture. Either taking the ankle and the knee, or wrapping your forearms around the leg. The shin as close to your torso as possible, but it doesn't have to be touching. It could be down low, and just rocking side to side, opening out through that right hip a little bit more. Exhale, let that leg come long. Shifting your hips forward to come down to a lying position, bringing the legs close into the body, coming to our supine twist. We'll let both knees drop over to the left and the arms coming out to a T shape. As much as possible, trying to keep that right shoulder on the ground. And if it feels okay in your neck, let the gaze come over towards the right. We're going to direct the breath down low into the belly here. Letting the twist soften our nervous system here. Let that right leg be heavy on top of the left. Directing the inhale into anywhere that you're feeling any tension, maybe the right hip or the back or the shoulders. And letting each exhale soften it a little bit more. On the next inhale, we'll bring the knees back up through to center. Letting them drop down to the right, keeping the arms where they are. Maybe the gaze comes over the left, towards the left hand. And invite you here to close off the eyes if you haven't already. Just letting each muscle soften in your own time. Softening into the evening, letting go of the day you've had, letting the face muscles soften as well. Inhale, bring the knees back up through to center. Let the right leg come long and let the left knee fall out to the side, coming into half reclined butterfly. Bringing the left foot in to wherever is comfortable on the leg, maybe the knee or the thigh. Bringing one hand to the heart and the other to the belly. Just starting to slow down the practice even more. Taking the time for yourself, knowing that you've got nowhere else to be or to go right now. And knowing that this is productive, that rest is productive for you. Using your hands to feel where you're noticing the breath. Taking it to the other side, letting the left leg come long and bringing the right foot into the thigh or the knee or the shin. Letting the right knee relax out wide. Opening out through the right hip and inner thigh. And letting that leg be heavy. On your next inhale, we'll bring both knees in towards the chest just to release that pose a little bit. Maybe rocking side to side or tucking the nose up towards the knees. We're going to take full reclined butterfly now, bringing the soles of the feet together, knees out wide, and we're going to bring both hands to our lower belly. We're going to direct each inhale down all the way towards the base of the spine, following it with our internal gaze, and on the exhale, follow it out back towards the nostrils. You're welcome to just notice your natural breath without trying to force any visualizations if that's more comfortable. Let each exhale soften the inner thighs, softening the forehead and the cheeks, letting the jaw relax. Bringing some gratitude to yourself here, just showing up to yourself to help better your sleep. Inhaling, letting the knees come together. And just take some windscreen wipers, maybe bringing the feet mat width apart and just dropping your knees side to side, letting the hips release. Taking them nice and slow. Moving from side to side. Massaging out the lower back, and maybe you want to take your Apanasana again, tucking your knees in towards the chest. A gentle rock here if you need to. There's the option to take Happy Baby as well, holding the soles of the feet, bringing the knees towards the armpits, just releasing through the hamstrings. Before coming into our final resting posture, coming into our Shavasana, letting the legs come towards the end of the mat. Fully relaxed, letting the feet point out wide, arms a little way from our torsos, and closing off the eyes if they're not closed already, or perhaps a soft gaze. Taking these last few moments just to really be and nothing else. Noticing the breath, noticing your internal state, Coming back to yourself, maybe wiggling your fingers and your toes or taking a full body stretch. Rolling over to one side to let yourself gently come out of the posture. Coming into that fetal position before using your hands to lift you up to a comfortable seat. Taking your time to get here. Taking one last deep inhale together and exhaling out through the mouth. Thank you for practicing with me.